What has CoLab meant to me? I think coming in here, CoLab more than anything has opened me up. It has created, again, a community of people that I can identify with, that are so different to me, but I can identify with. Um, it has become a great deal like a home in terms of creative thinking and of creative spaces. A lot of the time we are trying to make sure that people think a certain way and do things a certain way. It's wonderful to come here where you can just think however you want to think and there's no wrong or right. It has become a creative space for me to think about my art and how I want to use that to impact the world, and also how I open myself up to other people's art, and to understand that it's not just about me. I don't have the bigger picture. We are all part of the bigger picture. We are just small little pieces adding up to something bigger and greater. And yeah, CoLab allows for that to happen. It allows for you to see all the different problems we have in the world and how they're all really linked, but at the same time they're all very different, and no one problem is better than the other problem. It's all just problems at the end of the day, and it's about finding what problem base fits with you and how you can use that to make the world a better place. And that's what CoLab has been for me.
CoLAB is change. CoLAB is activism. CoLAB is raising awareness. CoLAB is proving a point that it's not just going to school that brings life to a human being. It's also like the things that you learn outside, the outside space. It offered me a space. You know, when you like in your own comfort zone, you don't really get a space to do what you always aspired to. Because I know when I'm in my room, I just listen to music and watch movies and do all the things that are not really important or productive. But with CoLab, it gives me that space of being creative, actually writing down my ideas, what I grew up inspired by, but never got the chance to do now. So I think that's what I've learned from CoLab, is putting your ideas into work.
CoLAB to me feels like a place where you can let your guard down and you're surrounded by like-minded people. And for me, if I know I'm not comfortable with something, I can share that I'm not comfortable with something, and instead of being judged, I will be uplifted with people trying to help me and make it better for me. And that's really, really amazing because you don't always find that. It's like the artist's plug-in to get to regenerate their creative juices. It's almost like when the doctors like rub the thing together and then clear, and you're back. It's really, really nice.
CoLab is a safe space. CoLab is a place of change. CoLab is a game changer. CoLab is the producer of people who are like-minded and would like to change the world. CoLab is inspiration. It inspires. CoLab is also a learning area. The reason I say CoLab is a safe space is because at CoLab we're able to express ourselves using the different art forms, even if you don't really know, you've never experimented with them before. That on its own was a great thing that I experienced. And even though we do experiment with arts that we are not used to, we are still not being measured up to a certain standard or like a benchmarking. This is what you have to achieve. So it enables you to do what you feel and what you think about yourself and how you see yourself. And the reason I say CoLab is a game changer because I believe it creates a caliber of people who develop a mind, an activist mind, and who are actually able to align and talk about social issues that we are facing, so that they can not only just talk about them, but they can actually come up with solutions and using the arts and how to change those situations. Because one of the things in the world that happen, even if we do talk about issues at times, we leave them there. There's not really any active solution. The reason I say CCoLAB is inspiration because it inspires you deeply in terms of the arts. It inspires you in terms of the person. You gain your confidence within just 2 days and of meeting with people because you know that you're in a safe space. You're in a place where you can meet people without all the negativities and all the negative criticisms and all the negative energy. It's a place that inspires you to be you, to use your art, to specialize where you can, to use your strengths and even improve your weaknesses. It enables you to even experiment with arts confidently, even if you never had experience with them before. So it's a very inspiring, it's a place where you can draw positivity, and that positivity doesn't just end there in terms of your artistic character, but it always goes into your life. It makes you reflect on yourself and how you have been acting as if you are when you go to CCoLAB, you sort of become this activist person. That on its own makes you be able to reflect on how I actually been living, so that you can introspect yourself to see, have I actually been an activist in the way I act, in the way I talk, in the way I think. So it enables you to challenge yourself against what you've actually been doing in CCoLAB, and it makes you want to be a better person.
CCoLAB to me is a safe, creative space for people like us. And people like us mean people that are interested in art, people that want to listen to other people, people that want to tell their stories, and everyone that's just interested in making the world a better place in their eyes. I think it's a safe space because a lot of the issues that we deal with can be very unsafe for us in the world. And to come here, it's safe physically, but it's also safe emotionally, and everyone's willing to listen to each other, and everyone's there because they have a voice and they have ears, and we want to listen and we want to share and we want to connect with people, and we're all interested in some form of art. And I think that's a very interesting and quite a modern way of dealing with issues, is through expression in art and music and drama, and just because these are kind of unconventional ways that we're not necessarily taught to express ourselves in. And
CCoLAB is a space for change and growth. CCoLAB for me is a space where artists and activists can come together to make art for change. I don't think of it as a school, but more as a space for people to come together in a relaxed environment to tackle issues that are important, that are happening in our day-to-day lives, and how to address them and how to create change.
So CCoLAB is creativity, CCoLAB is informative, and CCoLAB is open. So why I say it is creativity is because it is basically using creative methods to convey social messages to society. And why I say it is informative is that being the artists who are doing the art, our own minds are being opened. We ourselves are being informed on how to do the art first of all, and also just to open up on these social issues and dig deeper into the social issues that we want to convey to the society. And why I say it's open, because it's first of all, on a literal level, it opens you up as the artist, and is the way that it is open to society. It's for the society, it's to inform the society. So the whole thing is about educating and raising awareness for the society. That's why I say it's open. Except that it is a really powerful tool. Like, art is a really powerful tool that most people underestimate, but it's a really powerful tool to convey a message.
Okay.
CCoLAB is a laboratory, it is a solution finding space, it is a space of unpacking, it is a community space, a space of exploring and breaking down and learning and unlearning and informing ourselves about inequalities that exist in the Cape Town area. It has been very interesting for me to battle so closely with inequalities and share my information and my knowledge with other people, but also take in information from other people and try to find where we can level things out and try to find a ground in which we can serve the greater community.
CoLAB to me is, I think it's a laboratory because it literally is a space where you can explore with different artistic methods ways in which you can tackle the problems that you are facing in society. I would love to say that CoLAB is a community, but my thoughts on that, I don't disagree that CoLAB is a community because it's definitely a space where there are a lot of same or unique yet different people that are coming to the space to work together. So in that sense, it is a community, and obviously through working together, there will be relationship building and things like that. How do I say this? Okay, CoLAB is a laboratory. It definitely is a laboratory, and after that, it's a community. That's the, yeah. I actually, in reflecting about the CoLAB experience so far, I actually found a very lay term for what I've experienced at CoLAB, and I found CoLAB to be art therapy. Yeah. It sounded like I wanted. It sounded like I wanted to critique CoLAB as a community. I'm not critiquing it as a community per se. It is a community, but I feel like the community would have naturally came about, whether the purpose for us being there was absent or not. Just the fact that we are spending so much time together would imply that we will build community. CoLAB is not a toxic space. Yeah, CoLAB is not an unsafe space either. CoLAB is not a judgmental space. Yeah.
CoLAB is for me a space to make a difference, a space to make a change, a space where I can use art methods to influence or impact the lives of women. It's a fun space. You know, I've never experienced learning or unlearning things in this manner before. I feel comfortable and safe enough to say whatever it is that I want to say without fearing judgment. It's a space where we laugh, where we love each other, where we respect each other. It's a very wholesome space to be.